Okay, so we have the following question that's dealing with discount and sales tax. You guys should have been seeing this as you're completing your stations on percents, equations, and inequalities. So it says that Mr. David bought a Mac computer that was 20% off the regular price of $1,080. If an 8% sales tax was added to the cost of the computer, what was the total price Mr. David paid for it? Okay, so keep in mind all this information that we have here, guys. So the first thing I would do is write what I know. Write what I know. So what's one thing that I know? That it was 20% off. The computer is 20% off regular price of $1,080. And I also know that an 8% sales tax was added afterwards, right? So if I'm looking here, right, I could just go now to step 2. I just want to first write down what I know, and then we're going to get into the calculations. So the first thing that we know is that 20% off regular price, right, of 1,080. So that's a discount. So if we're taking 20% off of something, that means that the price is going to go down. So that means there's going to be some subtraction involved. So remember, guys, when we did percentages before, the vocabulary tells us whether we're going to be adding to whatever amount we have or subtracting. So because we see the word off, this tells us that we're going to be subtracting from something. So what is that something that we're subtracting from? The regular price, which is 1,080. So the first thing I need to do is figure out what 20% is as a decimal. So you guys know that 20% is the same thing as 20 over 100 because percent means out of 100. And if you didn't remember, if you take 20 divided by 100, that gives you 0.2 or 0.20. So the decimal equivalent to 20% is 0.20. So what you would do is first find out what 20% of 1,080 is. So to do that, all you would do is just take 1,080 and multiply that by 0.20 or 0.20. Right? Because first you need to find the percent of that number before you could take it off. So we're going to do 1,080 times 0.20. So that's $216. Okay? So that is equal to $216. Now, what I'm going to do to take 20% off the price, we just found out what 20% of 1,080 is. Now we want to take that percentage off of the price. So in order to do that, I'm going to do 1,080 minus $216. And when I do that, that gives me 1,080 minus 216. That gives me $864. So that's $864. Are we done? No. We also have an 8% tax because anytime you're buying certain things, there's a tax. So in this case, the 8% sales tax has to be added to whatever the discounted price is. So we know we have 864, right? So first we need to apply the 8% tax. So 8%, same thing as 8 divided by 100. And if you do that in the calculator, be careful, guys. It's not 0.8. 8 divided by 100 is 0.08. Okay, so this is going to be 0.08. And since we're talking about tax, whatever that 8% of 864 is, we're going to be adding it to 864. So if we take 0.08, it doesn't matter the order that we multiply, 864. Don't worry, guys. Whatever we don't finish here, we're going to continue in a different video. 864 times 0.08, 6912. So